Hello, I'm Trace.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Noah.
And we're 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. And this is From Our Perspective.
Why did you start laughing?
Yeah, why did you start laughing? What was so funny, Noah?
Because I was thinking of a particular TV show where they go, 5.
Oh, iCarly?
Yeah.
This is just like that.
Yeah, it's just like
I'm
iCarly.
Sam.
You're Sam. I'm Carly. And
I'm
you're Freddie.
Except I don't have any of the technology.
Or the... Well, didn't he set fires all the time? Or am I
No,
thinking
that's
of Drake?
Spencer.
I
That's
don't.
Carly.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna level with you. I didn't watch iCarly.
That show, it was... Drake and Josh was better.
I rewatched it
I
last
remember
year.
watching Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh was
That
much
was a good
better.
show.
Anyway,
Drake, where's the door hole?
it's right there.
And then he does that face, that funny
He
face.
does that funny face that Josh Peck always
And then
did.
it became a meme years later.
Yeah.
No one would have expected it.
Anyway,
72.
welcome to From Our Perspective, the 72nd episode. We are, of course, joined today by a very dear friend of both of ours, Noah Mello.
Hi. You already know me.
We know you, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm talking about.
And we've mentioned him before.
Have we mentioned him?
Really?
I think so.
Have I not watched that one?
Probably
Pretty sure
not.
we have mentioned him.
I would say so.
You guys already know me
Most
too then.
most of the people we end up having on the show, we've probably mentioned once or twice.
My reputation precedes me.
Oh, I'm flattered, you guys. Really, I am.
But yeah, Noah is a dear friend we knew from school, of course, because that's all the friends we
Unfortunately, he's
have.
gone. He's not here
Yeah,
anymore.
he was a dear friend.
I got homeschooled.
He's dead now.
I mean,
We've got his ghost on the horn.
But
there's
yeah,
no phone here, Sam.
but yeah, we were hanging out today, and we thought, to heck with it. Why not have Noah on the podcast?
Why not?
Why
Like,
not?
It's such a bad idea.
Except the text I got was, "Hey, Sam was wondering if you want to be on the podcast." So
did.
that makes me assume that Trace does not like me.
He did give. It's the truth. He's not. You're not wrong. But when it was asked, Sam did pitch the idea.
Sure.
Yes.
He did.
Well, thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
Enjoyed knowing you longer than Trace, apparently.
But yeah, we were in theater together. All 3 of us. Noah's younger than us. We graduated
Of course.
last year.
I graduated this year.
This year, I forget. I'm sorry.
Sometimes, Chase, take an interest.
Sam,
Be a
shut
friend
up.
for once, please.
Sam, you graduated like 7 years ago. Be quiet.
It's been that long.
No, not 7.
6.
Almost.
It would have to be. No, because you graduated 3 years after or before me.
Yeah.
So it's 5. Okay.
Step off.
I'm sorry.
Stop calling
Yeah.
me old.
You're 4 years older than me. That's why I always try to remember it like that. Sorry, regardless. We're not getting into that.
Does that mean I'm like 4 years younger than you?
No.
No, wait.
Are you the same age as her?
No, I'm 6 years younger than you.
No, 5. Because you're only 18.
I am.
And I'm 19.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm a young buck.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
You look like way older.
You look like you could be like 33.
Then how old does Sam look to you?
About 45.
No, he looks
I'm
probably
hoping.
about 25.
Here's what I'm going for. I'm hoping I plateau here, and I'll look the same age for the next like 30, maybe 40
30,
years.
40 years. That'd be
Nothing
nice.
else will change.
That'd be nice.
I from like 18 to like 50, I'll look exactly the same.
That would be funny.
That would be great.
It would be funny, like when you do eventually have a family, and then you're like looking through old family photos, and they're like, "How old were you there?" And you're like, "Honestly, I can't
Could
tell
not
you."
tell you. I would just look at the hairline mostly.
And then be like,
Yeah.
it could be from
Anywhere from
18
25
to-
to 18, somewhere around there.
I changed a lot, like my look, you know, from even from 18 to now.
Yeah, you have a mullet right now.
I do have a mullet. Have I
I can
ever
see
said
from
that?
your
On the,
picture up there.
what?
You've changed.
Oh yeah. We're at my house. We're all hanging out together. And on my fridge, there's a picture of me from my Sweet 16, because my mom threw me a Sweet 16 party. And I'm like a little baby back
A
then.
little baby boy.
Because I still
Baby
can hardly
boy.
grow a beard now, like a proper beard, like Sam.
Oh, sure.
Sorry.
By the way, I don't have a beard, just so
yeah.
that you guys
If
know.
you haven't seen Noah before,
Look up my social media account. Go follow me.
if you want to
I'm
shout
not
yourself
saying
out, I
that,
don't
no.
care.
Shout out.
Shout out to
If you want to shout yourself out, I don't care.
Noah.
Give them your home address.
Honest.
No.
Give them your home address.
68.
No.
Don't actually.
I don't have a 6 or an 8. in my
Okay.
address. Well, now you've dumbed it down to about let's see, what is that? 9 letters. So 8,
Letters?
seven numbers.
Numbers.
What's happening?
7
don't
numbers.
I feel like I'm about 3 steps behind this conversation right now.
Who's on first?
What?
Who's on first? What's on second?
What's happening?
I don't know. who's
We
on
talked
second.
about this on the last episode.
I know. Trust me, I listen to you guys.
Do you?
No, but
No. What's your favorite episode now?
That's
Okay.
a good one. Okay, when
Nice.
Give him time.
it's a really early one.
Okay.
I think the one where you talked about conspiracy theories.
the first one.
first
That's
episode.
the
Yeah, I
first
know.
one.
Yeah,
So one.
it was so funny.
Or it could have been the second one. The second time. Because we've talked about conspiracy theories twice at this
Oh, I don't remember.
No.
Man,
Because we talked, it was like at episode 50, we decided to talk about conspiracy theories.
Because we ran out.
it might have been that one then.
Yeah.
It's probably the second time you talked about it.
Regardless.
Anyway.
They're both funny because me and Sam are just
We're
so,
just so
funny.
funny, guys.
Dude, we're comedians.
I didn't laugh a single time on your show except for that episode. That's why I said it was my favorite.
Oh, okay. And it wasn't even anything like that we said. It was like a story that
It was because you had a pause in it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Dude, this is
comedic
so.
relief.
Or no, you're like, this is so cringy.
I just love that they're not talking right now.
I just love how I know
love
these
how-
people and how idiotic they make themselves.
I love how neither of them are talking right now. And it's such a relief to me.
so. Oh, what a relief
Gosh,
it
my
is.
ear-
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
My ears have stopped bleeding.
I feel very attacked right
do.
now.
No, it's okay. I love
Get
you,
out of my
man.
house and off of my podcast.
Well,
Our
one of your
podcast.
rules
I heard
said
that.
can't
I'm
do it.
sorry.
I heard that. He said my. Steve Wozniak, he called me one time. Take that.
It doesn't make me feel bad anymore.
It does.
Shut up.
You guys can't see it, but he is deeply hurt.
I'm weeping.
I'm howling and screaming.
I'm howling and screaming at the moment. Anyway, the reason we're hanging out, we'll talk about this because we don't really have much else to talk about.
Okay.
The
I
reason
wasn't
we're
handed a script.
yeah, this
We
isn't.
have ours.
We never type it up beforehand. Wink.
Don't wink in front of me. I feel left out.
Sorry, I'll wink at you now, Noah, too.
Okay.
Wink. Oh. The reason we're hanging out is much of a travesty as it is. Noah had never before today seen a whole Star Wars film.
That's true. How's that happen?
And we decided to show him all the bad ones for some reason.
Not all of the bad ones.
Yeah, we got to watch the one with what's his name, Kylo Ren.
Those are the bad. Oh,
No, we didn't watch those ones.
No, we didn't.
Not yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
I think what we'll do, because we only got through 3 of them,
The
Yes.
first 3.
we'll
Well,
probably
It's-
go.
It is so hard to talk about these movies.
It really is. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 is the ones we watched.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna watch them like in the next 3 weeks, finish all of them
Yeah,
or something
probably.
like that. But we wanted to ask you, Noah, out of episodes 1, 2, and 3, which one is your favorite?
I'd say the third one,
Revenge of the
The
Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
It's a good one.
That was a good one. I really loved the last scene. Well,
Oh, the
last
big-
scene in quotes, the last action scene.
The big
I guess.
fight on Mustafar.
Yeah, that was. I've heard so much about that scene, but then like actually watching the entire movies and then watching that scene, it was a lot
build-up.
better than just seeing little clips of it.
It's true. I think I might want to, like, on a grading scale, I think probably Noah. We've talked about this. Noah, when it comes to movies, is not like a. He just
Connoisseur,
he enjoys movies, good, bad, or otherwise.
It's along for the ride.
He gets into it,
It's because I'm like every time I watch a movie, I'm in another world.
and I
escape the
and I can
reality.
appreciate that.
He's swept away.
He gets swept away.
My feet are like in the ocean.
He
and then
sees
a big
he
wave
sees
comes,
he
and
sees
it just
Patrick
sweeps it
Stewart
off my
voicing a poop emoji, and he says, "Yes, please, Daddy, I want some more."
I want more. I want more emoji.
Emoji.
Being
too.
an emoji user, I can clarify that movie. It hits differently.
It speaks to me.
It's
speaks to me.
eye-opening.
But the funny thing is, I've never played Candy Crush.
It was so faithful to its source material.
Yeah,
They
my
all-
emojis
They
on
all
my
were
phone.
emojis.
My emojis on my phone. They all talk and move and.
Sometimes I can't even find the one I'm looking for because it's gone and
It's
Yeah,
gone.
I go to
Sometimes
use-
gone to the internet.
I go to use the Met emoji,
and
and
he's just
then
not there.
and he's
He's turned into the happy emoji.
yeah, it's crazy.
I'm like,
What happened
dude,
to the old happy emoji?
What old happy
Meg
emoji?
killed him
Yeah.
with like a knife, it was like a scene out of Rambo.
They cut it from the final script, but you never see the happy emoji again. You
Yeah.
see him in the beginning of the movie, but
And then he dies.
yeah, but he
Brutal.
dies off camera. It's like a Shakespeare play.
Brutal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Exit pursued by bear
Yeah.
emoji.
Yeah.
So Noah's not. Noah goes into movies with wide eyes, and I appreciate that about you, Noah.
Thank you.
You're a very forgiving person. So I would put it on the list as Noah would probably out of all of us like it the most. I would like it the next most, and then Sam is probably at the bottom. Because you can you admit that they're enjoyable to watch.
Oh, the prequels?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're just kind of a
bad.
glorious mess.
Yeah, they're like so bad that they're fun.
The glorious.
You can just kind of just have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, I don't know why I like them more. Like
That's not what you said earlier.
Wait, what do you mean more? How are you saying more?
like.
Please clarify what you mean.
You
more.
like them more than episodes 4, 5, and
No.
6?
Oh my gosh, he said that.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God.
Said that.
I
Did
didn't
you?
New
say
Hope.
that.
Did you hear that?
liked it more than New Hope and
See,
the
New
other
Hope is
two.
my least favorite. A New Hope is my least favorite out of the original.
Isn't that the
trilogy.
one in
It's
where
the
they go
First
in the
one,
snow?
episode 4. No,
No, that's 5.
Oh, that's 5.
that's the best one.
That one was
That's
really
a pretty
good.
basic opinion.
I like
Yeah,
that one
that's
because
very common.
the AT-AT walkers. I feel like
Yes.
I enjoy those a lot more.
Yeah, I don't think you're alone in liking those.
No,
They're
I
so
love them.
badass.
I
They're
know,
so
right?
cool.
Except they've all got to take it down. But
But
I've seen that scene. I have seen
The Battle
a
of
lot. I think that's the movie of Star Wars that I've seen the most of.
well, I remember because it took me, like Sam has seen Star Wars
Since from the
millions of times since he was a wee lad.
cradle. My dad loves Star Wars. So
Yeah.
I was raised on bottles of Star Wars.
I
Star Wars.
I was like you, Noah. I was once like you, wide-eyed.
A wee bad.
A wee bad.
Universe.
But I'd never seen. I probably watched Star Wars my sophomore year for the first time, and I think I watched it episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because that was the only one that was out at that point.
Yeah.
And everyone was hopeful. We said 7 came out. Thank God.
Well, I did like 7 at first. But
Which one was 7?
It's the first one in the newest trilogy
Oh, okay.
with Rey and
Right.
Kylo Ren.
Who's the other guy? Ray's sidekick.
I guess like 30 of them. There's Finn and
Finn,
Poe.
that's the one. Finn's the one. That's the one. I was
Played by
thinking.
John Boyega.
Yeah. That's the guy.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Well,
Here's the difference.
That's the R2D2, but with a ball on him. Right?
Yeah.
Ball 2D2.
Ball
All
2D2.
But yeah, we're showing Noah Star Wars. I had watched Star Wars for the first time, I think, my sophomore year, and just like absolutely
About 2
fell in
years
love
late.
with it. Like I dove in head first and have been diving in
Yeah, he bought a lightsaber.
even more. At this point I've bought multiple lightsabers. The other ones haven't shipped yet. I did a lot of work around the house with my grandparents because they were like, "We'll pay you just so I could get a double-sided lightsaber."
Those are expensive.
Yeah, they
More
are.
expensive than the one that you showed me.
Yeah, I did a
Cheapo.
lot of work. Well, I had some cash. But regardless,
brag or anything.
I've like
Not
dove
to
in.
brag, but I had a lot of dough.
I dove in hard into Star Wars.
I was like a baker.
I caught up. I know, like, to you, it's nostalgia. Like, there's a lot of nostalgia in all the movies, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I watched the prequels because they came out as a kid. So
Yeah.
that's probably why I like them as much as I do.
But for me, see, like, for you, it makes sense because it's nostalgia. For me, it's not nostalgia. It's just the
story.
fact that I like them.
You like lightsabers.
Lightsabers are cool.
And
They are pretty
the Force
cool.
is cool, and
And I love.
droids are cool, and clone troopers,
I don't know how many times I said this is so fucking cool during episode 3.
like a whole bunch.
Like today?
Yeah, today.
Yeah,
watching it,
you
and I was
said
like,
it- you
this
said it a
is
few
so
times.
cool.
And I was like, how long is this fight going to go on?
This fight is so long.
Listen to that dialogue, how absolutely clunky it is. No, it's because I'm so in love with you, he says.
Oh, I love that part.
I love that. I love that part.
I
Noah, we both literally just saw Noah's soul exit his body as he said that. I love that
The
part.
truth is, I'm lying to myself. I hate these movies. No,
These
I'm kidding.
movies
I'm
suck.
actually.
my favorite character was Jar Jar Binks, he said.
I'll say it. I'll say it
I'll say it loud and proud.
I love Jar Jar Binks.
Me too. Thank you so
I hate Jar Jar Binks. Chumpa Chalad slime.
Oh my jeez.
But yeah, we watched Star Wars today. Not the worst trilogy.
Yeah.
I liked it. For being the first Star Wars movies I've watched, they're pretty good.
Knowing that you kind of go into most movies pretty optimistic, I don't know if you'll hate the newest trilogy.
I probably won't. It's like to me, like, because like I keep telling everyone, like, oh, I keep telling people what I hear about it. I'm like,
Well,
they're probably not as good as the original, and I've never seen a single Star Wars
and here's
movie.
the thing: is like I bet you can also realize the difference between like a good movie and what the prequels are.
Yeah,
Like there's
I
obviously
guess.
problems with them.
We were pointing those out.
So
like even I was pointing them out, and I didn't even watch
It's
them
like,
before.
but you still
why is
enjoy it.
Jar
I
Jar Binks
enjoyed it.
worried about his boat going dead?
Yeah,
he
you
can
can
swim and breathe
swim in
water.
You can
water.
breathe underwater, and the Jedi have those mouthpieces, and that
so,
was like
like-
the first time me and Sam had ever even
We were like,
considered that.
whoa, that's a new nitpick.
Yeah,
But like, and that's the thing. I think you'll be able to recognize problems with the newest trilogy, but I think overall you'll like them.
I hate them.
The
Me too.
episode 8, I dislike.
which one is that?
It's the bad one.
Is
I
that
hate
the solo
9
one?
and 8.
9 is not.
9 sucks too. Don't act like it's
Is there-
not.
the one where
there
he
are
goes,
problems with the script in 9, but there's fun action in 9.
I mean,
Yes.
it's like just like
There's a lot
colors
going
and
on.
lights
There's a
and
lot going
sound
on.
and
There's
it's-
too much going on.
the
There's more-
only reason they do that is so that you don't notice how shitty the movie is.
But here's the problem for me to 9, like 8 had barely any fun action,
Yeah, it was dull and it was bad.
and it was kind of sad in parts, and then you were just like, "What is
And it
happening?"
made no sense and it was stupid and I hated
And
it.
it's a horrible movie, but it was like, I've said this. 9 was trying to fix, and we won't talk about these because
Yeah,
Noah
it's not
hasn't
worth
seen
it.
them.
He hasn't seen it.
Yeah, go ahead.
But 9
I'm
was
watching
trying
it
to 9 was trying to fix all the problems with 8, and that was its downfall because it was just going too quick.
Yeah.
So that's my big thing. It at least to me had fun action scenes. It's whatever. But yeah, we watched Star Wars. It was fun. It was a fun day. Not the
No,
OG3. The OG3
Well,
is
yeah, no, the new OG3.
no.
How can you be the new original?
Because it's the
The
original.
new original.
It's the original.
The prequels.
Yeah.
So there's
But like
okay.
the
so
OG
now that
prequels.
now that you've started to watch Star Wars, There's the prequels,
Prequels, which came out after
the original
the
trilogy,
original trilogy.
and then the sequels,
Which
Right.
are even later, or even
the
sooner
newest ones.
Yeah.
Like how the Hobbit movies are a prequel
Prequels.
to Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
And books also. But
Yes.
the Hobbit book came out before
Did it?
Lord of the Rings, I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
It's been so long since I've seen Lord of the Rings to begin with, and I've never seen any of the Hobbits, and I've definitely never read any of the books.
The Hobbit movies are pretty good. I wouldn't say they're as good as Lord of the Rings, but they're up there.
I've heard enough about the Hobbit movies to say that it's probably not as good as the Lord of the
No,
Rings.
the Lord of the Rings
They're not.
movies are such
So
good
good.
I've
movies.
seen all of them. The Hobbit movies.
I remember the part
They're a lot like the prequels.
where it's kind of like,
It's
this
like-
is ridiculous.
You kind of just. It should have been one movie because it was one book.
Yeah,
And so they take the book and they stretch it
they-
into.
of course.
Just because
Right.
they wanted money.
And there's an awkward. At
But-
the end of the second movie and the beginning of the third movie, there's like. I don't want to get into it for spoiler reasons, but.
There's ridiculous.
Something happens that should have happened in the last movie.
Yeah.
I think I
I
know what
know-
you all
I
are
know what
talking
he's
about.
talking
Does it
about.
have to do with the dragon?
Maybe.
Okay. No, I think I know what you're all talking about.
But being me, I like the Hobbit movies.
Noah
He
made
likes
a
all movies.
yeah. Noah made a bold claim that he likes every movie. Like he's
well, no,
not
I
seen
didn't.
a
I
movie
didn't
that,
say that.
he
I
has not
said-
seen a movie that he didn't enjoy.
Yes, I never said that there was that I never seen a bad movie. I've seen bad movies, but I've enjoyed
He's
them.
enjoyed them. Okay.
I get that. I used to be like that.
But don't
I will
ask
say.
me what movies I've seen because I have no clue.
Well, me and Sam were talking about this last night. We were going through a list of movies that, we were saying, have we seen this? Have we seen
Yeah.
this? Well, that would be fun if we did that real
Yeah,
quick.
let's do that.
So
Have you seen-
we'll look up like the top movies that you have to see, and we'll talk
It's
about
like a
them.
bucket.
The Buddies movies,
The what?
like Snow Buddies and
I'm gonna be
What?
honest. I
Space
don't know.
Buddies?
I don't know if these
Whoa,
are gonna be on.
whoa. First of all, you're not even going for the Air Bud.
The original.
You're going for the sequels with his children.
yes, exactly.
They are cute dogs.
They are very cute dogs.
I don't think there's like many ugly dogs.
Well,
There are some.
now that's
But not
a
They
many.
are particularly cute dogs.
They are pretty. Well,
an
that's the
ugly
whole-
dog can totally be cute.
There ain't nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play basketball.
I mean, show me.
I mean,
that
there's
book
not
and
a
I
rule
will-
against
Is
it.
this dangerous?
It shouldn't be. Well, it should be fun.
Okay.
It should be.
Here's hoping our audio doesn't mess up because
Yeah.
Trace's computer can't handle
Probably.
one
My
thing at a
computer.
time.
My computer sucks. it's. We won't get into it. I know what's wrong with it, and there's probably ways to fix it, but I don't care. It's whatever. Must see movies.
It's all the pirated Minion movies.
Yeah, I've pirated the Minion movie so many times.
I've only seen the first Minion movie.
There's only one out.
Okay, cool.
Or do you mean Despicable Me? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I've seen all three Despicable
I've seen
Me's.
every Despicable. I was there first in line.
I wanted to be, but my parents didn't take me to the movies for the other two.
First in line. 88 movies that you have to watch at least once in your life.
There's one, and it's
And
called
we're-
9, I think.
We're already
It's
starting
about
with
a,
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah,
It's a good
I have
movie.
no-
little like puppet.
but I want
man.
to. Yeah, I want to see it, but I've never seen
It's
it.
a little creepy.
It's creepy and it's a bit strange, but it was pretty good from what I remember.
We're already starting with a movie that I've never heard of.
Okay.
The Farewell, 2019.
I don't know
Never
what
heard
that
of
is.
it.
Never heard of it. Let's skip
All right,
it.
let's skip that.
Nobody
One.
cares.
The Holiday.
I don't know what that is.
This might be.
Where'd you get this list?
This might
Yeah.
be like a chick flick list because it's.
No, Trace. How dare?
Oh wait, no. There's Casino Royale. Number one chick flick, Casino Royale.
What's that one?
That's
James Bond.
James Bond.
Okay.
I haven't seen that either.
I don't-
Let's
I
go to a
haven't-
different list.
I haven't
Yeah, let's
seen
do a
many
different
James
list.
Bond movies.
If it starts with like 7 movies that I haven't seen and I have to scroll through to find Casino Royale,
Shaken, not stirred.
shake
I know
it,
that's
not
not
stirred.
That's not that movie.
I know it's not that.
That's the one I have seen.
You've seen that movie?
Wait, I thought you said you hadn't seen any.
No, I haven't seen many.
Oh, okay.
Man.
I've seen James Bond movies, just not
Okay, these
as many
are.
as most other
I've
people.
seen Goldfinger
This is going
I've seen that
through
one.
and I've seen Goldmember.
200.
I've not seen that one.
200. This is Rotten Tomatoes. 200 essential movies to watch now.
We'll
Okay.
get through as many as we
Right
can.
now.
Yeah,
Let's just end the podcast and watch
right
these
now.
movies.
Let's watch all of
let's
these
watch them.
movies. Citizen Kane. Has anyone seen Citizen Kane?
Rosebud.
Spoilers. 3, 2, 1.
It's a sled. Rosebud's a sled. Have you ever even heard of Citizen Kane?
No.
I have to sneeze. Give me a second. Never
Can
mind.
you cover,
Okay.
please?
We'll edit it out. And
I didn't have to sneeze. It went away. It had a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics' consensus, Orson
Is that
Welles.
good?
Epic. Yeah, that's the best.
why? I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
Why do you give it lots of Rotten Tomatoes? Shouldn't it be like the
Well,
less
when
Rotten
it's-
Tomatoes you
no,
get?
It's
when
a
it's-
fresh tomato.
Yeah, it says certified fresh.
So like
when
a
it's
0% Rotten Tomato would
Is
be
is
a
a bad-
really Rotten Tomato.
It's a pile of sludge, essentially.
Okay,
It's
so
like a
it's
little-
like okay, that makes more sense to me.
It's the
'cause I'm
ripeness
like,
of your
if I have
tomatoes.
100% Rotten Tomato and that's a rotten apple
That's a...
or a rotten
That is it has hit the point where it is an apple.
yeah, like I can't even tell what fruit it is.
It's just a red...
That's right.
rotten
See, I always
tomatoes are
when I
fruit.
look up a movie
correct.
and I'm looking for like a score, the only critic that I trust is Roger Ebert. Roger Ebert.
I was about to...
Um,
I like Roger Ebert.
Roger.
I know he's passed on, but
Yeah, sadly.
I like, especially if it's an older movie that I know he's critiqued. Like, I'll check and I'll kind of read through it a little bit, and I trust his opinion the most. I don't know why. I just do. He seems like he knows. Like, he's pretty good, because there are plenty of movies. Like, critics, a lot of times critics are like, "Oh, this is not for critics. This is," yeah, they're like idiots, or they're like so high on their own fumes that they think that
They just want to.
they want to sound
wanna
like
take it all.
pristine, and
Yeah.
they're like,
They
"Oh,
wanna
this
sound like
movie
they know what they're doing.
this movie is not art, so it sucks."
Movies
I
I
never
like are
listen to
so
critics.
cultured.
And then Roger Ebert is like, "Yeah, I just kind of liked it, I guess."
Or he's like, this really isn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, he's not very divisive. Citizen Kane, Rosebud, it's a sled, cool.
We did spoil that for him, and I feel kind of bad.
I don't think that would be much
I don't
of a
think-
spoiler.
I don't think no one's gonna see that movie.
When was it made?
1941.
Anything before 1942.
Anything that's not in color, I'm not gonna watch.
I'm totally kidding. I will watch it someday, maybe.
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 If
Singing
I
in
can
the
find
Rain.
I've seen that one.
Another 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's a good one.
That one is a good one.
Gene Kelly.
It's just a guy singing in the rain.
That's literally
I
the
could
whole
do
movie.
that. I could go outside and do that.
2
Well, yeah,
hours.
I've done it, but that's not saying that they made a movie about me.
2 hours of Gene Kelly singing in the rain. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but it's one well planned out movie.
Ridiculous.
It's what?
Brought to you by DQ.
Brought to you by Dairy Queen.
That's not true. I was told beforehand that we don't have any sponsors.
That's true. He's right.
But yeah, so that famous scene, the Singing in the Rain song, when he's like actually singing in the rain.
He sings that song.
Let's
Yeah.
sing that
I
song.
thought he sang a different one. Like,
No.
He sings during the
he
rain.
sings
He
Bohemian
says,
Rhapsody.
"Well, no, he
Humming in the
sings
pool.
Singing in the Sunshine."
Humming in the pool. I'm humming
in the pool.
precipitation.
But he does like this really long tap. Gene Kelly was like one of the best tap dancers.
R. Kelly?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly's a pedophile.
He's singing in the yellow rain.
Oh, nice
dude.
one. Nice one, dude.
I want a high five too.
Gene Kelly, one of the best tap dancers, does like this whole long one take dance, one take routine. He's singing, dancing, and it makes it so much better because apparently he had like a 104-degree fever the whole time as he's doing this one take, like 7-minute. Don't shrug.
I could do it.
No, you couldn't.
I mean,
I would love to see you try to get up and tap dance.
With a fever.
Just it
And
all.
a headache.
Just it all, Sam.
in the rain.
I want
the-
to
in
see
the
you singing
rain.
in the rain.
I
and
could
if
do
you
it
can
with
do
two
it.
of those little plates on sticks.
Oh my God, could you?
Wow. Why
That's
aren't
a-
you in Cat in the Hat?
What? I remember he does do that.
He does do that.
He does.
I'm sure this is one we've all seen. Toy Story.
No. Never heard it. I'm kidding.
Never heard of
I
it.
actually just watched the newest one on Disney Plus, and I gotta say, I was very close to tears at the end of that movie.
I didn't really care
and
for it.
more of a childhood. That was the moment I realized my childhood was about over.
Here's the thing, Toy Story 4, I didn't really care for very much.
Well, that's good. Good. To
That's
know you're
good.
crushing
That's
my
good.
dreams.
I'm glad you're just shitting on everything I love.
Let's just talk about the things you like, then.
Maybe I won't like those. How do you like that?
Me and Sam talked about Toy Story last night when we were talking about movies. Sam,
Remember
I
that?
don't think I want to say my opinion.
Sam thinks that Toy Story is a little overrated.
It's a little overrated.
I can understand where you're coming from.
At least the first. I do agree because I said that the first one isn't the best Toy Story.
I mean, the
I
second
don't
one
think
has,
the first one's the best Toy Story.
the second one has Kelsey Grammer in it, which automatically makes it better.
The second one was the
He's
one with.
Prospect.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he the prospector?
Yeah. I think my favorite was the third one.
The third one is so good.
He's good.
The third
so
one is
good.
so good.
The second one is, I would probably say it's probably like third, second, first.
I mean, it's got
for
that
me.
one guy who dresses up in that chicken costume.
Big Al
Big
Toy
Al,
Barn.
yeah.
It's toy barn.
But yeah, so and I'll say a controversial Disney movie opinion that I have since we outed you.
Yeah.
I think Lion King is overrated.
What did you say?
I do.
I think it's pretty good.
I also think it's pretty good.
I don't know if it's
I think
fun,
it's
but-
good. Don't get me wrong. Everyone stop
Oh
tweeting at
no!
me.
Once we stop recording,
I was
I'll let
gonna
you
beat the
upload
hell
this
out of it.
episode.
I'm
But
gonna beat you to death with my
With your shoe.
with my Lion King commemorative walking stick.
that I got from.
It
Yeah,
looks just like Rafiki's
yeah, it
stick.
looks
I got
just
it.
like
I got
Rafiki's
it
stuff.
from
No,
James
the
Earl
place
Jones.
where it was filmed, of course.
Africa.
It wasn't filmed anywhere.
It's an animated movie.
You idiot.
You don't even know.
He hasn't even seen it, I bet.
I thought he was
He's
trying-
like, it takes place in Africa.
It does.
Are you
It
thinking
does
of
take
talking
place
about
there.
the live action starring?
It's not even live action. That one's
Well-
just as animated.
Computer animated.
Yeah, it's computer
CGI.
animated, but
That movie, when did we talk about that?
It was a while
Was it with
ago.
Cameron?
Maybe.
was it?
Yeah.
Was it that long ago?
When that
been a
movie
while.
came out?
Yeah.
I talked about how much I hated that movie.
I liked it, but not as good as the animated. Well,
It
the-
made
the
me
truly animated
appreciate the first one more. I will say. And trust me, I do really like Lion King.
one. That's not what you said earlier.
I didn't say anything about it earlier. Oh my gosh. I said it was overrated. I will not deny that I said it was overrated.
Wow.
The Terminator.
Seen it.
Seen it?
Toy Story,
it.
I will say, Toy Story
I love
had a
it.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Terminator also has a 100% on Rotten
Terminator's
Tomatoes.
Look at all these 100%.
Terminator
job,
is really good.
Very fresh taters.
Nope.
Tomatoes.
Terminator.
Tomatoes. Fresh
So I can
tomatoes.
call them apples, and I get made fun of. He calls them potatoes.
He calls them
and what's
taters.
happening?
Well, I
At
mean-
least mine are both red.
I made the twist and
something.
turn into a tomato joke, so I think I saved myself.
Yeah,
Tomato.
cars. Love
Oh, you know
cars.
what? I didn't even get that the first time you said it, but thank you for clarifying.
Stupid joke.
I don't even. This sucks. I hate you. Terminator, fine flick. But we again
One
talked
heck
about
of a
Terminator
movie.
last night. Terminator 2, in my opinion, is better. I like Terminator 2 more. I watched Terminator 2 more as a kid, so it could be a nostalgia thing. I remember, the T-1000 melting and like turning into the other thing.
Going to the bar.
Robert Patrick, also of X-Files fame, was the T-1000. And it's just like all those things together kind of made it a lot better for me. And that's the one where Arnold's the good guy.
Yeah.
And it makes it,
It pulls it all together.
yeah. But Sam, you had a pretty good point.
I just think they're hard to compare.
It
They're
is.
like different movies.
Yeah.
They're like different genres.
Yeah, one's kind of a action horror-y thing. The
And-
first one. And then the other one's just action.
Action, yeah.
Where there's
Have you guys seen
buses stuff.
the newest one that came out not too long ago?
No,
Are you talking
I'm
about
not gonna
Genesis?
lie to you. After T2, there's like not a good Terminator movie.
I haven't seen anything after Terminator 2. So
I did see Genesis. And it wasn't that good.
I have not seen that one.
If you have seen it and you like it, don't feel bad.
feel
I
bad.
probably will like it, considering you both hate it.
No, it does. He does just like everything, and again, I like that about you. It's very nice.
Did you hear that, Sam? He likes that about me.
Let's go to it.
That.
Yeah, no, Sam hates that about you. He wants you to hate more things.
So
want
that's
you to
the
hate-
one who didn't invite me to the show.
Aliens.
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 Very similar to Terminator.
Is that the... What are we talking about? The one with the
That's the
weird-looking thing?
With the
And
xenomorph,
The
yeah.
facehuggers?
Yes.
Yes.
That one? Okay.
Well, there's
Which
there's
one's...
two of them.
I like
which one's the
Predator
first
more.
one?
Alien is the first one.
Okay.
Aliens is the second.
Aliens is the action one.
Yes.
And Alien is the horror one.
I personally like Predator movies more, but
I
did
don't
like
think
the
I've seen...
Alien
I
movies.
saw Alien versus Predator, and that's the only Predator movie I've seen.
Alien vs.
It's-
Predator was a good movie.
Just switch it off and you'll love it.
Alien versus Predator?
Yeah, just have fun with it.
Yeah, it's the same.
I loved it.
I remember like that period of versus movies.
Yeah, like-
Freddy versus
yeah,
Jason,
exactly.
Alien versus Predator. There's probably other ones.
Yeah.
The newest Predator movie, I liked it,
I haven't seen
but
it.
I don't know.
I've heard
I don't know
a
how
lot
many-
of people say it wasn't good.
Yeah, no, I've seen the same things,
Yeah.
and that's what made me not want
I
to.
love that you stick to your guns, though.
That's
I
true.
like that.
I hear bad things about movies, which makes me go want to watch it more. And then I watch it, and then
You're like,
I
"That
look at
wasn't
those
so bad."
comments, and I'm like, these are still really good movies.
I mean, that happened. We went and watched the Sonic movie.
The
I
Sonic.
love the Sonic movie.
I don't know if I would say I loved it, but we went in with low expectations.
Like, on the floor.
That's what. Oh, I watched it with.
and we watched
someone.
it, and we were like, that was a lot better than we expected it was going to be.
Yeah. It was just, they had fun with it.
I admit, I walked in with a low
Sometimes.
expectation for it, but then I came out with a pretty high bar.
It was my biggest complaint with it is that sometimes it played itself too safe, because there are plenty of movies where James Marsden.
Where not every character does the funny floss dance.
Right.
And I think
he
every
did
single
it
one
3
of them should
times.
have done it.
I
3
think-
times in that movie.
They
I
should
thought,
have
he
done
only
it
did,
more.
I thought he only did it twice.
You might
Did
do
he?
it.
Did he floss 3 times?
No, because he flossed.
He flossed after he destroyed the Eggman robot.
Yeah.
Lost after he brushed his teeth because dental
That's-
health is
yeah,
important.
dental health
and
is
then,
great.
And then he flossed in the credits.
Right before the
Right
credits.
before the credits, yeah.
He
James
flossed.
Marsden should have flossed. Jim Carrey.
If
All
more
of Jim
people
Carrey's
flossed, it
robots
would have been a
in
way better
unison.
movie.
Should have flossed. But like James Marsden is like typically the go-to guy for like the little animated sidekick
He's
in
a
the
hop.
live action world. I feel like he's done other ones. I could be wrong, and I just like immediately.
No, he was in Hop.
Well,
Yeah.
no, yeah, I know, but
That's a
I
movie I haven't seen, but I know who's in it.
Hop. Yeah, I've seen a Hop. But like it played it because there are movies like that, like Hop and
Something
Looney Tunes
Mr.
Back
Fox.
in Action, huh?
Something Mr. Fox. Is that a
No,
movie?
Fantastic
That
Mr.
is a
Fox,
movie.
but that's not the same.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. Yeah, you
That's a stop motion movie.
right. I haven't seen that one either.
I haven't
But-
either. I've heard it's good.
It's supposed to be good.
Wes
It's
Anderson
supposed to be
movie.
good.
But you know those movies where it's like live action with an animated sidekick,
Yeah.
not like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which
Or
is the
Space Jam.
inverse, or Space Jam, which is again the inverse. Those movies have like this formula. A lot of in the car scenes
Yeah,
as well.
and you see him driving, and then the anime
the
characters
anime
in
character
the
next to him.
passenger seat.
So I think the Sonic movie played it safe a little too much. I wish it would have been a little bit more
Just have fun with it.
free.
Goofy.
Yeah. Anyway, The Wizard of Oz. Seen it.
Seen it.
Classic.
Very classic.
Classic. I don't really know what
We were in a production of it.
We were in a production of The Wizard of Oz.
I was not.
That was before your time.
That was before my time.
A wee baby.
I was,
That was like
I
my
was just
first-
a wee babby, and
my
I wasn't
first
even here in
musical.
the same state.
Oh yeah, no, it's from Alaska. Did you know that?
Didn't know.
Well, from is
He
I would say I
he was in Alaska
I,
before he came to Kentucky.
I was raised in Alaska, but
Okay.
I was born here in Kentucky.
Okay.
But yeah,
It's kind of like how I was born in Kentucky, went to Florida, and came back. But I wasn't raised in
Gotcha,
Florida.
gotcha. I've been here my whole life.
I've been there my whole. I don't really count that Florida period.
Born and raised in Kentucky.
I don't really count the Florida thing because it was like half a year or so.
You saw a spaceship there, though.
What?
It was technically a UFO.
He saw
it
some
was,
ghosts.
It was unidentified
goblins.
and it was flying.
How come
and
I've
that's
never
it.
heard these stories, Trace?
When I went in,
He's
when
not
I
a
lived
good
in
enough friend to
Florida,
you?
He did say it on the podcast.
I have said it on the podcast.
Have you?
So if
I've
you,
listened to every episode, and I don't remember that.
it was probably
I do
during
not
one of
think
the
that's true.
conspiracy theory episodes because it's about a UFO.
Probably.
Oh wait.
Yeah, he had ice cream.
I lived
he was a
in
little
Florida.
boy. He had his little
I was
strawberry
like
ice
11.
cream. He was looking at like,
Oh, okay. No, I've heard
My
these
family,
stories.
we went to go get ice cream.
and then a
We were
Star
driving-
Destroyer flew over his ship.
We were driving
in
back in a
exact
ti- a
detail.
TIE
He saw
fighter.
everything.
A TIE fighter flew over my head and I saw Darth Vader.
You heard the music.
I burned. Yeah. Well, no.
That's how they
So,
go.
that's a famous Star Wars song.
Is it not? Was that not the thing in the?
No.
We were just watching it.
No, you're thinking of Duel of the Fates. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, enough of that.
What was I
went-
thinking of? Is that
We
in the-
went to get ice cream, and on our way back, there was just like something flew over the car, and there was a bright light, and it was close to the ground. I'm not saying it was aliens. I've never claimed it to be aliens, but it was unidentified, and it was a flying object. So it's technically a UFO.
It was a ghost with a flashlight.
It was a ghost alien
It was a ghost alien.
with a flashlight.
Inside
It
Out
was a Bigfoot that jumped over your car.
with a flashlight.
Yeah.
With a flashlight. And a
Inside
sheet.
Out. I'm tired of y'all making fun of me.
Inside Out is a good movie.
It is. I love that movie.
I do.
The Wizard of Oz
Also.
sits at 98%, by the way.
pretty good.
Inside Out also sits at 98%.
That's also pretty good.
That was my childhood's ending movie.
Inside Out.
Yes.
So that was
I
was
wasn't-
I had just graduated from high school and I went and saw it with my family and I was like,
Great.
I just graduated high school and I watched Toy
crushed.
Story 4 and that was my reaction.
I wasn't a huge fan of Inside Out. It wasn't bad.
get him.
It just wasn't one of my favorites. I liked it. Here's
telling me
my.
you
We've
don't
talked
like
about
Bing
Disney
Bong.
and Pixar before, and I'm pretty sure I said, like, there are probably 3 Pixar movies out of their whole repertoire that are not good.
You don't like Good Dinosaur?
I've never seen it.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't.
I like that movie.
But
A lot of people hate it, by the way, just so no one comes at me. A lot of people hate that movie. and
Basically,
yes, I can
if
do that.
if you're ever looking for someone to say is a movie good or not, never go
Don't
to
go
Noah.
to me. Because
unless
I
you
will
want
say
them to say yes.
This is my response to anyone who asks that.
Yes.
You should go watch it if you think it looks good.
That's a
Which
good.
is-
That's yeah.
Like, if it is the type of thing to interest you, I like it because I am an idiot, apparently.
You're not an
We're
idiot.
not saying you're an idiot.
No,
We've never
you guys-
claimed.
you guys hate me.
We've never
I know.
claimed you're an idiot. Never claimed you're an idiot. We're just saying
You invited me on the show to make fun of
to tear you down.
This is
This
just
is a
like
this is a hit piece.
there was a movie made about me, and I know what happens
It was the
next.
emoji movie.
That's the story of my life.
I'm the Matt, and you guys are making me the sad. You guys are the poop emojis.
Thank you. I would love to be Sir Patrick Stewart.
No, you're the child poop emoji.
Never say that to me. You're not an idiot. No.
Yeah, no.
That's a good perspective to have to say, if you think you like it, go watch it.
I'll tell you.
Because
I'll tell you the good and the bad parts about it, because like I know what people would not like about movies, but I just tend to look past those parts.
That's an interesting perspective. To be able to realize that it's like
I'll
not.
see something and then be like, I think this is a part that not a lot of people is going to enjoy, and then I'll see things later about it and I'll be like, yep, I didn't
was
think
right.
they'd
I
enjoy
called
that.
I was very right.
I thought it was neat, but whatever.
Like, I love.
All right, next one. E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
I like that movie.
I've seen it.
It's been a while.
I believe in
It's been a long
chunks.
while.
Okay, I think I might have seen it one time.
I've
before.
probably seen the whole thing over the course of many years.
It's also one of those things that E.T. is just so ingrained in pop culture
Yeah.
that, like, regardless if I've seen it once all the way through or if I've seen it in chunks like you have,
Yeah.
I know what happens in every step of the way. I know the famous bicycle
Takes over
scene.
humanity.
Yeah, he kills the little boy, sucks out his brain through his nose.
Right.
Climbs inside his skin and puffs him.
And
That's
puppets him.
exactly how
But
I
but the thing is like it's like just like a human skin over this little alien, so it looks like a little alien with like droopy.
I don't like this.
Droopy man.
But so
skin.
like the skin is like, oh, I get it, like skin.
It's
tight
not.
suit.
It's not like form fitted to him.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
you
like,
can
that
loosen.
you should
It's
have.
loose.
You should have said that because
It's
it's
loose
skin
and-
tight. Come on,
Oh, that's
Trace,
fine.
you missed a good joke.
It is as tight as skin technically.
It's true, but only his skin.
E.T. sits at a 98% as well.
Good. I think it's well deserved.
Not my favorite Spielberg movie, I'll say.
No,
No.
I think mine maybe be the Goonies.
Did he direct?
I don't
I
know.
think so.
Let's see that real quick.
It might be the other one.
The Goonies. That's a good.
It's
The Goonies
it's
is
It's a Steven
I
Spielberg.
haven't
movie.
seen the Goonies.
the Goonies is a good one.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Do the truffle shuffle. You're very wrong.
Who was it?
Richard Donner.
What?
Like someone I've
No
never
way.
heard of.
No. Look
Director
into
Richard
it. Look
Donner.
into it.
Richard Donner has
Steven
also
Spielberg
done.
has worked on that
Oh,
movie.
Richard Donner did Superman. The movies with Christopher Reeves.
I've never seen him.
And he did Lethal
Steven
Weapon.
Spielberg has worked on that movie.
He was probably a producer.
Okay, that might be what I'm thinking of then.
Because a lot of times it'll be like Steven Spielberg presents, and
Yeah,
it's like
that's
like
okay. That's what I was thinking.
Gremlins. Gremlins
That
wasn't
was a
directed
good
by
Gremlins
the first Gremlin. Well, both of
is
them.
great.
I
I like
watched the
both of
second Gremlins recently, and that one it's one that it's so tongue in cheek that it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first
I agree.
one's like almost a horror movie. It's got
great,
comedy
yeah.
elements.
It's a good like young horror movie.
Yeah,
That
for
won't
kids.
traumatize your children,
But it's funny.
but it's funny.
And it has
and a lady flies up her stair chair and out the window, and that's great.
one of my favorite. Every time I hear this Christmas song, I think of Gremlins. Do you hear what I hear? Because it's playing is the mom.
Yeah.
It's
It's
killing
walking through the house
Yeah.
when the Gremlins are about, and she's like shoving them in blenders,
Yeah.
throwing them in microwaves,
It's great.
and stand mixers. That movie is
It is
so,
so
good.
good.
It's an introduction to horror movies.
But that movie is not directed by Steven Spielberg, but it says at the beginning, Steven Spielberg presents Gremlins.
Okay, because I watched an interview with the actor who played Chunk, and
Yeah.
he said when Steven Spielberg asked him to be on it, and so I was like, okay, so
Most of
He's working
the
on
famous 80s movies, Steven Spielberg at least had his toe in.
yeah,
He was
Like Indiana
different.
Jones.
and he
directed
was-
those.
Well, he directed those.
and
yeah.
he was like a person that was told a lot that he wasn't gonna make it
really,
in the industry.
and now he's like one of the biggest names.
Yeah,
Well, him
that's
and,
what I've heard. That's what I read on Reading Plus.
Him and George Lucas, yeah.
Well, they
They
just
were like out of film school.
And they were like,
just
"You're
started
not gonna
movies.
make it because your content is just not good enough." And then like
Bunch of
he was
nerds.
like, "I don't care," and then he did it. And look at
and
him
now he's like the standard.
yeah. Now
Um,
people compare themselves to him.
Yeah, it's crazy. We have. This is like this feels like the shortest podcast, but we're almost at time.
Oh wow.
Is that who's calling you? Is it your?
It'll be fine.
Are you sure you can
Yeah,
take the
yeah,
call?
yeah,
We can
yeah.
pause it.
No, I can text. Keep
Okay.
on going.
Okay.
Okay.
My
If
mom
you
is
need
calling
to,
me, by the way.
if you need to, we can wrap up
We
while
can-
you take a call.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. Okay.
I like Jurassic Park though.
Jurassic Park's a good one. Indiana Jones. Me and Sam watched Indiana Jones yesterday. Solid movie.
So good. Just keeps moving, and then by the time you're coming to the end, you're like, is it already over?
And it is.
That's great.
Similar to this podcast.
Yes.
I did not think we were hitting 50 minutes yet. And I
Didn't either.
And I checked and we were at like 48.
I think I was wondering why my butt was so sore.
I was having so much fun.
It is.
Now I
We
gotta
did-
leave.
Now I have
Have me
to
on
leave.
the show again next time.
Airplane.
Another time.
Airplane.
What?
I love Airplane.
Airplane.
Which one's
Have you
that?
Airplane.
It's a comedy movie.
It's a comedy.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh my god.
It's on Netflix now. Go watch it tonight.
Well, tonight I got some other things I gotta watch, but I'll watch it.
Anime.
No. YouTube.
Okay, that's fine.
True.
Watch Airplane soon.
I'll watch Airplane.
Airplane is,
Don't hype it up too much, but it's pretty funny.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
Don't hype it up. How can I not hype it up?
Just
it's
pretty
Airplane.
I'll like it. If
No one
you
will
guys
like it no matter
I
what.
will like it.
But
It's not pretty good. It's hilarious.
it's a joke
Well,
every 3 seconds.
Have you ever? What about the Naked Gun movies? Have you seen the Naked Gun movies?
Oh, but I've heard of them. I've
Those
heard they
actors.
were really funny, but I've never seen them.
This man, I don't know what else to compare it to, like comedy wise.
It's just
Monty Python.
Okay,
Kind
I've seen
of.
that.
They're similar.
They're similar where they're like gag a minute type deals.
Yeah.
I love
Even
Monty
though
Python.
it's assaulting me.
Yeah. The reason we're hanging out is because my family's out of town and I was having people over and I'm watching the dogs, so Luckily he hasn't wooed.
You might just
Ooh woo.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I love you.
I wouldn't have really cared if he did. There are a lot of other movies on here. I'll just real quick raffle through some of the good ones that I'm seeing.
Okay.
Into the Spider-Verse.
That's a good one.
Haven't seen it.
A lot of old ones. Back to the Future.
Love it.
Groundhog Day.
I like that
I don't
one,
think
but a
I've
lot
seen
of
it.
people.
That one's really good.
A lot of people don't like it though.
Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
It's got a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes.
A lot of people I've talked to at least. Apparently,
That movie I was not expecting to like as much as I did, but I was sitting there watching it and I was like laughing out loud.
yeah, it is
Bill Murray's
really
great.
good.
When
I
Bill
want-
Murray
Well,
cares
he-
about what he's doing, he's great.
Well, here's the other thing. There's Bill Murray. He's so kind of dry.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's always sarcastic and not like laugh out loud funny. Like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
It's
Great
such a good
movie.
movie.
The original.
the original, yeah.
Great movie.
the new one's okay.
Don't even. No. Here's the thing.
I
Here's the
thought
thing.
the
I
new one was
cannot. I cannot forgive you for
I
that.
thought the new one was pretty funny. Okay, shoot me.
My dog disagrees with you.
I think he agrees.
What do you think?
But in the original Ghostbusters, like that movie, great movie. I rewatched it recently, but there's not really any moments. There's like one or two moments that makes me actually like laugh out loud.
For me, usually I laugh at Rick Moranis.
Yeah, that is true. Rick Moranis is so fun. I hear he's maybe coming back to Hollywood.
Oh, really?
Really?
I hear maybe, because he
many
left
people do that?
I love
because
him in Little Shop of Horrors.
he left because there were family problems and he had to raise his kids, and they're like he's old now.
He grew them.
He grew them.
Honey, he grew the kids.
Well, there's that. Honey, I blew up the kid.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Honey, I raised the kids.
So I heard that he. Anyway, Ghostbusters. There's like maybe one or two moments that make me laugh out loud, but the rest of the movie, it's mostly like a
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Ghostbusters. What do you want? Dropping off or picking up when the police comes to the house.
Yeah.
Or one of my favorite parts is what's his name? The the antagonist, Walter
Slimer.
Walter Slimer.
Walter. Oh God, what's his name? But they're in the mayor's office. He's the one with like the FDA or whatever who makes them shut down the power grid.
Yeah.
And they're in the mayor's office and he's like, Dickless here. And he's like, hey. And he goes, it's true, Your Honor. This man has no dick. At least I heard. And that moment makes me laugh. A couple of other ones real quick. Silence of the Lambs, great movie. Star
I've
Wars
seen it.
Episode 5. Mwah,
I haven't seen that one either.
You haven't seen that one, I know. Let's do like 2 or 3 more. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's good.
It's the one we watched yesterday.
I didn't
The
watch
Dark
it.
Knight.
Great. Love it.
Great movie.
That one is a good one. I haven't
We'll
seen
do
many Batman movies, but that was good.
the next one. It's a Wonderful Life. Great movie. Solid Christmas film.
It is
My
great.
dog is
That
assaulting.
is probably my favorite Christmas movie.
My dog is assaulting Sam right now. So let's go ahead and start to wrap it up.
My
Today,
favorite Christmas movie is Snow Buddies.
your favorite Christmas movie is Snow Buddies.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Don't hurt me.
What is your
You
favorite?
like Snow
I was
Buddies?
just joking.
Yeah, because he's a dog, though. That makes sense. Today in history.
It's doggone fantastic.
Today in history. What happened today in history, Trace?
Today, of course, is the 13th.
Uh-huh.
And this ties in really well. I wasn't expecting it to, but it does.
First film was made.
July 13th, 1923.
Wow.
The Hollywood sign is officially dedicated to the hills above Hollywood, Los Angeles. It originally read Hollywood Land, but the 4 last letters were dropped after renovation in 1949.
Interesting.
So yeah, before, like that's an actual fact. Before it was Hollywood Land. I'm glad they dropped it because that's a mouthful.
No,
Hollywood
it's
Land.
not. Go back to the OG
Sounds like an
sign.
amusement park.
Hollywood Land. That's basically what it is.
But a little known fact not a lot of people know about that is the reason like the renovation happened because Godzilla like walked up on the shore of LA
Yeah.
and he was like, this is a mouthful to pronounce. And he stomped on the land part. And they're like, that's just too much money to fix. It's 1949. Godzilla just destroyed half the city just because it was Hollywood Land.
We don't want to test his ire again.
We're barely getting out of the Great Depression, you know, so they just left it. They said we don't want Godzilla to come back. Eventually he did, and he had to fight Bryan Cranston.
And he turned it into the Hollyweed sign.
He was the one who made Hollyweed.
Yeah.
I wonder if instead of stepping on the land, he just stepped on the Hollywood part. And it was just land.
Land.
They didn't have enough money. They just...
Kid, this is land, okay? You gotta realize that to become a star in land...
How different do you think the world would be? Like that new movie that came out? What is it? It's got Bruce Willis and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It would just be...
Is Bruce Willis in that?
No.
It's not Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis is not in
Brad
that
Pitt.
movie. Brad Pitt.
That's the
and
one.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Land.
In Land.
That would be an easier movie to say. Because Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a long title.
It is a long title.
And wouldn't life just be easier if it was just named Land?
It's true.
Wouldn't it be more interesting if Godzilla actually came and did that?
Show up.
No.
No, that would suck.
That would be
That
terrible,
would be
actually.
such a
that would
predictable
also-
ending.
Well, that would also imply that Godzilla's real.
Which
be very
would
scary.
mean that
is she not?
the Island of Monsters is real.
I don't know. Mothra.
Here's the thing. Godzilla, a lot of people don't realize that Godzilla is a female.
Yeah.
Because there's a baby, right?
What?
And then there's that movie where Godzilla fights Matthew Broderick. And Godzilla
It's Godzilla versus Matthew Broderick, and he grows himself up to a giant size, and he's punching Godzilla.
But no, like Godzilla lays a bunch of eggs, and I think it's in New York City that happens.
Yes.
Oh, so it's just New City.
New City, yeah.
He stepped on the York sign.
She.
She stepped on it. Sorry. Can't do that
Don't
nowadays.
misgender Godzilla. Godzilla like knocks on my door and is like,
Hey, can you edit
What
that?
the heck?
"Come on, bro." Anyway, let's move on to Sam's Holiday Corner.
My holiday corner. Today is July 13th,
As I said,
like Trace said. Mm-hmm. And today is Embrace Your Geekness Day.
both of ours fit in so well.
Didn't we do that today?
Well, we did it.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
Well,
technically, but good
Damn it.
enough. Hello, my dog has decided to join us at the round table.
what would you like to say, buddy?
Just say something.
Anything else?
Oh, you got nervous.
Okay, he got a little stage fright. Wait, okay.
He's gained his confidence.
Awoo?
Say it. It's anything.
Come on.
Oh, come on, you can do it. Come on, I believe in you.
You do it all the time.
He's looking at me like a crazy person.
Come on.
All right.
Wait, you got this.
Oh.
Okay. You could probably hear the heavy breathing. He's like crawling over the table.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah, let's embrace your geekness day.
Yeah. Do that. Wear a pair of glasses with tape in the middle.
That's nerd.
Suspenders.
That's nerd.
Whatever.
There's
nerd.
a difference.
There is a
Shut up,
difference.
nerd.
Geeks wear ironic
This has
t-shirts.
been from our That's true. Geeks wear shirts that say pugs not drugs.
Wait.
And chicks dig the uniform.
That's true. That one's just true.
I would consider myself a geek, but I'm just wearing a maroon shirt. Because I like this shirt.
What was this talking about?
But yeah, let's wrap it up. Because we're almost in an hour.
Yeah.
This has been from our perspective.
Wait.
Thank you. Yeah?
Before we go,
Okay.
Yes.
my band wanted me to mention that I do have a band called OSTMB plus A, which means
OSTMB plus A.
It stands for One Stand, Two Man Band plus Ashley.
Okay. Congratulations, Ashley.
The great thing about the name is if you spell it out just in one word,
it
spells woman.
OST,
which is one woman in the band.
OST.
One Stand, Two Man Band spelled out. With no spaces, you can see woman.
Oh.
And then we don't have any music yet, but we're working on it.
We have a band, but we don't.
We got the people together.
Look out for our next single.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no title. The title is Work in Progress.
Work in Progress.
Yes.
Is the title.
There it is. That's a good song name.
There you
Work
go.
in
You know
Progress.
He's taking that.
I'll meet up with the gang. We'll work on it.
I want 10% of all your earnings off that song.
I'll give you
a nickel.
I'll give you 30.
I'll give you a Pop-Tart.
I'll take it.
And a bag.
Sam will take it.
I'll take it. I love Pop-Tarts.
And a bag of popcorn, and we'll call it even.
Trace can have the popcorn.
Can you do like the white cheddar popcorn?
No.
The smart food popcorn?
I can do white chocolate.
No. Never mind. Just get the same with Pop-Tart.
Alright, cool. Looks like we worked that out. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Congratulations to your band, OSTNB plus A. It's not a mouthful at all.
No.
Easy to remember.
Usually we drop the A, but that's okay.
Sorry, Ashley.
Sorry, Ashley.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, thank you all for listening to From Our Perspective. Of course, if you have any friends who you might would like the show, send them our way. Send them all. I'm turning into Sean Conner. Send them our way. Shaken, not stirred. Send them our way. And of course, word of mouth is the best way to spread the podcast around. Also, if you have any ideas for topics, let us know, and within reason, we'll try to get to it. As long as it's relatively okay. Also, we do have social media. If you would like to follow us.
I follow that.
Thank you, Noah.
I have my notifications turned on, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Just to show that I am a fan.
Okay, I appreciate that.
But I don't listen to you guys.
I have notifications just so I feel like I'm a fan.
I can look at my phone and be like, oh, look, there's a new episode.
Well, now you're not a
thing that I don't have to listen to.
Now you're not a fan. You're a collaborator.
Is that how it works?
You've been upgraded.
That's how it works.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're now a friend of the show.
Ooh.
So if we ever reference you again, you're friend of the show, Noah Mello.
I'll come back.
Boom.
When we come back, my next line will be, it'll be, I'm Trace, I'm Sam, and I'll be, I'm back.
I'm back, baby.
A dinosaur story.
Look out for it.
We're back. A dinosaur story. But yeah, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FOP_pod and on Facebook at From Our Perspective. And we're pretty much anywhere podcasts are found. You can find us on, the Apple Podcast Store, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, YouTube. You just look up From Our Perspective. If there are any other platforms that you would like us to be on, let us know, and we'll try our darndest to get on there, and just to make it easier for you.
On SoundCloud.
SoundCloud? I think we tried to do SoundCloud, but you can only upload an hour.
Oh.
And a lot of times we go over like we are now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I might look into SoundCloud again.
Well, you don't have to. It's just a suggestion.
I said we'll try our darndest now.
All right. Fair enough.
But yeah, if anywhere else, just let us know. Other than that, I think that's everything. Other than that, we post the podcast most Mondays, and we will see you on another Monday. I've been Trace.
I've been Sam.
And I've been Noah.
Goodbye.
Toodaloo.
Uh-huh.